different levels of a university present in one group with community members truly provided unique input regarding the different approaches. Seeing the difference between the views of students, professors, and members of the administration was extremely interesting. However, what was more exciting was seeing the areas they agreed upon, that higher education does indeed help us create the society we want.
The purpose of higher education is very important to discuss. Higher education does not just instill students with the core values that we as Americans cherish, but it also prepares them for the job market, which will make America strong. Another thing that higher education has been shown to do is increase civic participation and education among those students. This doesn't just strengthen our community, it strengthens all of America and the international community.
Discussing the role of higher education is important because it's one of those rare areas of our lives that touches everyone. Students attend institutes of higher education, taxpayers support public universities, and workers who often need a degree are paying into Social Security and Medicare.
It is important to talk about the purpose of higher education because it seems to me it has become a commodity instead of a necessity in this country. You hear people say that only the fortunate or the wealthy, those who can afford to pay for it, should go to college. However, I believe that because higher education is what has created such a prosperous and innovative country, we need to continue to invest and discuss the benefits we gain from it.
It's important to have this conversation now as civic engagement becomes an issue that is more important to generations. As the definition has changed so much throughout history, it's important that we have this discussion now to bridge the intergenerational gap and decide what civic engagement means to the youth today.
Both sides of the political spectrum agree the economy is not where it needs to be. Education is an important part of the economy because that's where a piece of our labor force comes from. Talking about solutions to the economy and higher education's role is something that should be included in any issues forum these days.
Higher education is in a state of emergency. Students are graduating with degrees in fields that once guaranteed careers, only to find themselves moving back home to work a job they could have started working after high school. Civic participation is also in a state of decline. We cannot change this trend with a sharp turn on a dime, but here's what we can do. We can start a deliberate discussion amongst ourselves about the purpose of higher education, so we can at least know what direction we want to go on this very controversial and important issue.
It's important for the community to be involved in this sort of dialogue as well, because the benefits of higher education do not stay just within the walls of universities. They permeate through the community and through every type of industry.
The community should also be involved in this conversation about higher education, because it is higher education that helps instill core community values. As citizens leaving a university, we become members of the community, and we need to know how to act in society and how to benefit our local communities.
The reason that the community needs to be involved in this conversation is because these institutions of higher education are ultimately a part of the community, and the students they turn out, the degrees they give, are really a product that is going to be going into the community.
It's not a matter of determining what is best for higher education. It's about what we as a democracy, made up of individuals, want to see in the future.